searching for Maryland's scariest real-life ghost story. And we've been doing this now for a week and a half.
Yeah, we're almost done. Thank goodness.
Friday, we're going to award the last person standing with a engraved Halloween trophy.
The ultimate real-life ghost story in Maryland trophy from Kramer and Jess and Mix 1065. This thing has pumpkins and skeletons on it, and it's massive, and it's going to be yours.
Legit. But you just got to prove to us that you can beat out all your other neighbors for Scariest Ghost Story by Friday. One person per day.
Yes.
The story that's the one to be beat right now is this.
Listener Marisa in Severn. Growing up, she, her little brother, and her mom lived in a haunted house, and all of them kind of like had encounters with this ghost. But for some reason, the ghost would always go back. Would always kind of like mess with her brother. One time he was screaming in his room and nobody could hear him, but it was on his birthday that everybody was singing happy birthday, and at the end of the song, the spice rack literally flew from the wall at him.
Y'all, scary stuff. So can somebody actually beat that story? Teresa from Baltimore, you're going to try today. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Do you feel confident with your scary story?
I mean, I feel confident. I lived through it, so it depends on what the judges think.
It's a good setup. So Jess and I are the judges. If we are in a disagreement, we go to you, so pay very close attention. Teresa, you only get 60 seconds to tell us the story, and it's going to start right now.
Okay, so I grew up living in a haunted house with, my parents, my sisters, happening where we would hear footsteps all the time. Sometimes I would even hear somebody call my name, and it sounded like my mom's voice, and I would say, what? And then I'd realize, oh, crap, mom's at work. But one of the creepiest things that would happen is we would hear footsteps, especially at night. And one night, my sisters and I were in my sister's room. We didn't have central air, so we had the air conditioner in there. But we could hear footsteps. And we were all like, do you hear that? Yes. Do you hear that? Yes. And then all of a sudden, the doorknob to our door turns, the door opens and slams shut. We scream our heads off. We call for my mom. She comes in. We're like, we heard footsteps. The door just opened and closed. And she's like, she was like, panicked. She was like, it was the wind. We're like, the wind does not turn doorknobs.
Good God.
And we've seen ghosts in the house.
5 seconds.
My friend even saw one when she was knocking on the door saying, why didn't you answer the door? We're like, we weren't home.
Wait, okay, hang on. That's your 60 seconds. Seconds. Explain that last part one more time.
So one time when we weren't home, my friend had come over. She was knocking on the door. And she got upset with us later. She's like, why didn't you answer the door? Like, I saw somebody in there. You guys were home. We were like, we weren't home.
Oh, God.
Ew.
Oh, God.
I
Okay.
thought it was her dad.
It's good. It's a good story. Okay, Jess, follow-up questions, and then you need to ask about the door closing or the person not actually being there, but they thinking there's someone in the house.
So the doorknob literally twisted.
Like, you saw it. You saw it with your own two eyes.
The
We
door.
all were staring because we heard the footsteps kind of like come up the steps and then like right outside the bedroom door, and we were all at this point just very alert and looking, and we had a nightlight on.
Yeah.
And the doorknob turned and opened and slammed shut, and that was just like, oh my God.
God, yeah, that's pretty freaky. All right, Jess, we got to discuss amongst ourselves here. Teresa, hang on 1 second.
I literally cannot wait for this to be over.
Jess, can we just give her the trophy and move on with the segment?
I do not like this at all.
They're both great stories.
Yeah.
In different ways. The fact that a spice rack flew across the room, though, is pretty freaky. Seeing a door turn when you're a kid,
That's
though, and
messed
open.
up.
Which one's scarier to you? Oh.
For me, I think it's the spice rack, just because it was like vindictive. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that was
I see that.
evil.
I see that.
Like the ghost was going after her brother.
I understand that.
This is still scary, but like at least, the door didn't fly off the hinges.
It could have been a
try to
friendly
hit
ghost.
them.
It could have been a friendly ghost. Where we think the spice rack. Okay, I see that.
Okay. I don't know.
I think they're both on the same playing field, but I think we're going to have to give it a spice rack.
Yeah.
Teresa, it's a great story. And it could
Thank
easily
you.
be a second scariest story.
And I honestly hate that you and your sister had to go through that in the first place.
Yeah.
How do you
For the
ever sleep at night?
For the record, I still live in that house.
Why?
No!
Why would you choose to live in that house? Why?
This is my problem. Why? Why?
We had it cleared and we haven't had an issue. So, knock on wood.
Wait, so you had like a priest come over or something?
Well, the priest didn't work. So,
Oh!
So what'd you use?
so we used a lot of sage, and then a friend of mine got me in contact with like a shaman that does house
Wow, and that worked.
So that really worked, and there were like 6 ghosts in the house.
My
Ew.
God.
Yeah.
Could they tell you? Could that person tell you anything else about this ghost that possibly turned the doorknob?
Oh yeah, like what were they doing?
No, but we did have the Maryland Ghost and Spirit Society come out and investigate, and so we actually have voices on tape, or they do. It was their equipment.
So you've done your research.
And we like ask questions, and I'm the only one holding a tape recorder in a room by myself, and there are voices on the tape recorder.
Why would you just not move?
I know. Why do you want to stay
I
there?
mean, we did move out, but how can you resist living in your childhood home? So
I could.
I don't know. Maybe because 6 ghosts don't want to leave. I don't know.
That could be a valid reason.
For the record, they were never mean. It was just all freaky stuff.
Okay.
Except they did tell my ex-husband to get out.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason
but
not to live in your house.
But hey, it's your ex for a reason. They knew they were trying to
Okay.
have your back, though.
Okay, he
That's
knew.
right.
You did great. Tomorrow we continue this competition on Mix